Hi guys, welcome back to another SciCraft episode. So today we start at our new project site, the Creeper Farm perimeter. Already spent a couple of weeks working in here. So first we made a 500 by 1000 perimeter, using the world eaters of course. And next step is some bedrock removal. But this time it actually has a purpose, while the 1k by 1k void perimeter at the end wasn't used for farm. Here we actually need to remove bedrock again in order to make the farm more efficient. So the plan was actually to build the creeper farm in the 1k by 1k void perimeter, but yeah, the plans have changed by now. Now we'll just do it in this area. This area was also selected for a specific reason. We tried to come closer to our goal of getting a double chest of each stackable item. And this location was an extreme hills biome before. Wasn't a lot of extra work for the world eater, just we had to build it a bit higher. But the good thing about it is that we got a ton of emerald ore from it. So we were at the lower layers, flying around all the time at the back of the world eater and collecting as many emeralds ore as possible. Alright, we brought them over to the main storage. We can later check out the progress on that as well. But yeah, what's currently being worked on is the bedrock removal. We're using XCOM's machine again. It was already used 2 years ago for the bedrock removal for the 1k 1k area in the Nether. I think it's a bit of an updated machine. Unfortunately, the server crashed. We're probably just gonna load a backup in order to make it work again. So at the moment, I think this machine is a bit broken. Okay, then I also got a time lapse. I actually have plans to make the perimeter in a certain shape, so in the end it should resemble a creeper face on a map. So that's why we also dug out some of the areas here on the outside. This was done by hand in order to get even more emeralds, so we had TNT dupers that were built at around 110, so they would dupe away all the terrain until wall 30. As you can see, there's some rough terrain, or rough walls, and then at the bottom it's all smooth because this was dug by hand in order to get even more emeralds. Right, so let's check out the time lapse for digging, and then we can go to the main storage and check on the emerald ore progress. There was just a shorter time lapse there, just a couple of slices dug. I did not record all of the digging. Alright, now let's check out the emerald ore storage. We actually did it. We got a double chest worth of emerald ore after 5 years of playing on the server. Did actually not think that we would ever accomplish that, but yeah, thanks to making the creeper farm in the extreme hills biome, we got it. I think before we started the creeper farm we had about 16 or 17 stacks, so we were really far away from ever getting a double chest, and now we did it. Definitely the emerald ore, if you ask me, is the hardest item to get a double chest of. For a lot of the other items, they would seem hard. You can make a farm, but yeah, you can't really automate that process at all. So what else do we need double chest of again? Dark oak saplings, since we've fallen below it in the last episode. So we're gonna make a farm for it, but not really in the near future, since other projects have priority. Then food products, we had a non-working rabbit farm in 1.8. Yeah, we don't have a double chest of the rabbit items yet. But it's just a matter of making a farm. Pretty much same story with poisonous potatoes. Yeah, just need to make a villager-based farm, maybe in a spawn chunks and run it 24/7. Maybe something for the next episode. Then let's get to today's topic, mob heads. So if you would have asked me 1 year ago if it would ever be possible to get a double chest of those, I would have said no. Not at all, but since then some of the code diggers found out about RNG manipulation, which can be done on 1.12, so we can kind of control lightning strikes and therefore also make a much faster mob head farm. Right, we actually don't have any item filters or storage for mob heads yet. I think we got 2 creeper skulls in 1.8, just by normal playing. At some point there was a thunderstorm and I managed to get a charged creeper and yeah, blew up another creeper. But I'm not even sure, I think they are somewhere in block form. Anyway, today's project is actually to get a double chest of skeleton skulls. And the cool thing is we don't even need charged creepers for that. We can just convert some of our wither skeleton skulls. It's gonna be a really nice project today. So this time we're gonna build a contraption that was designed by Smokey Dog. It's actually important to build it in the end dimension. I'll explain later why.
I'm a bit worried, to be honest.
Why? There's some TNT involved, why?
There are end crystals involved.
You know what it's doing? Should I flick the lever here? Or?
I flicked the lever and then I placed the thing on.
Okay, we placed it on top. Right. That was it?
Yeah.
It's a bit underwhelming, so the crazy stuff happens, but it all happens so fast, right?
You can fly in if you want. Spectator mode.
Maybe go in spectator mode, yeah.
See if there are skeleton skulls converting.
Oh yeah, there we go, yeah. It works.
Nice.
think the explosion also blows away the old skulls. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this is so good. And that's basically why we had to do this in the end, so we can place the crystal and observe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then the crystal also has flames under it. And then if you push in the zero-tick piston, then it explodes immediately. Okay, we'll stop it real quick. Game chat. Yeah, Mango, have Smokey just wrote, the skulls have 100% drop rate from explosion, so it's all good. So don't lose any skulls. Ah, now I know why there is no glass here. So you land there when you hop out. Yeah, I will just fill up the first slot, so no issue. Smokey, could you use it real quick so I can show it on stream?
The skulls are not collected, by the way.
The normal skulls? Yeah, just place the block behind for now. Because now we can get them. Have you picked up some Smokey or Mango?
No, I'm a spectator. Alright, now it's time for a quick explanation of the farm. Of course, there's also a more detailed video by Smokey Dog who designed this farm in the description if you want to check that out. But we got Panic here, it's also an expert on the farm that can quickly explain what's going on, because this seems like magic. So I'm now at the place where the skulls are getting converted in spectator mode. You just want to go ahead, Panic?
Okay, so this farm uses this neat trick called tile entity data deletion, which means that you delete the entity of a the tile entity of a block, and therefore convert it into its normal state. For example, for skulls, the tile entity state 0 is skeleton skull, and yeah, since we have a lot of widow skeleton skulls, we can convert them into skeleton skulls.
Yeah, so this would also work. We could convert zombie heads into skeleton skulls, but obviously this wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, the tile entity data deletion can also be used, for example, to turn colored shulker boxes into normal shulker boxes or white shulker boxes again.
Okay.
Stuff like that. So basically just resets the tile entity data. And yeah, the farm mechanism works that way that in the first tick, dispensers from the top place widow skeleton skulls, and to place those we have we use a neat trick that there are those soul sand triangles at the top, and yeah, therefore dispensers think they can create a wither, and we can place widow skeleton skulls that way. And yeah, then the widow skeleton skulls are getting blown up by the end crystal in the middle, and the end crystal blows up because it creates a fire block, or there's a fire block below, and the piston updates the end crystal, and the end crystal then realizes, oh, I take fire damage, I have to blow up. Then the widow skeleton skulls are destroyed, but not by themselves, and therefore the tile entity of the widow skeleton skulls lives on until the next tile entity tick phase. And the tile entity tick phase basically is one part of a tick where all the tile entities are handled. But before the next tile entity tick phase comes by, we place another skull there, and then the hoppers below the skulls update the widow skeleton skulls, and they realize, wait, there is still a tile entity that has to be deleted in my position. And yeah, therefore it deletes the tile entity of the new tile entity and basically just deletes the tile entity of the widow skeleton skulls, removing it and turning them to skeleton skulls.
Pretty neat. Alright, then items are then collected by those hoppers, sent to the water stream. You always get like the same amount of widow skeleton skulls again because they're just getting blown up. And then here build a storage to sort out the wizard skeleton skulls, and over there you got the normal skeleton skulls now. Now let's bring over some of those skeleton skulls to the main storage. We converted about 3 double chests worth of skeleton skulls. I think that's actually enough since they don't have a real purpose. They're kind of nice as a decoration. Yeah, that's something we couldn't do before, walkway out of skeleton skulls. But apart from that, they don't have any practical applications. You can also wear them on your head, that's kind of funny, but that's about it what you can do with those. Now we also added those skeleton skulls to the sorting system of the main storage. When we built this 4 years ago, we never would have imagined that at some point we're gonna have a double chest of skeleton skulls or even a stack of it. So that's pretty wild. Okay, we also reserved 2 spots for creeper and zombie heads. Beginning of the episode I talked about maybe using RNG manipulation to achieve that goal, but we talked about it a bit this week and we're confident that we can do it without RNG manipulation even. It's definitely gonna involve some serious AFK time, probably have to AFK 2 to 3 months somewhere with an account, but we're quite confident we can pull it off and get a double chest of creeper and zombie heads without using RNG manipulation. This week I already released a video about thunderstorm detector. This probably will be used for this farm. Alright, a bit under the 20 minutes. This episode will be a bit shorter than usual. In the next one I actually want to work on the poisonous potato farm and maybe another smaller project, and then also continue our projects for the huge crafting system, which we already started a couple of months ago, but never really got started with building the actual crafting system. It's probably gonna be an episode after that. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.